Alright, hello everybody. Sorry it's so dark right now. It's probably gonna rain, so I'm not getting too much light from my window. So we had a break from the Haves and the Have-Nots, but we are back. And not a whole lot went on in this episode. It was pretty much just a lot of dialogue, but let's talk about it anyway, since I review every episode. So, when we left off, Benny had found the money, his money from the Malones. He found it in Candace's hotel. And he's asking her, where did you get this money? This is my money. She's just outright lying, saying it's my money, it's my money. He tries to get her to tell the truth. He asks her how much money is here, and she can't tell him. She's just trying to lie her way out of it. And he sits down and counts it. Counts out $45,000. And what she does admit is she sent that guy to Hannah's house. She's like, well, I just wanted him to scare her. And Benny's like, you sent some guy to Mama's house. And he's like, he can't believe that she did that. And she still is like, get her to give me the money. Get her to give me the money. It's mine. And he's like, I'm not giving you anything. We're giving it back to who it belongs to. And he said his heart had never been broken, but now it had been, because he's been in her corner since the beginning. He's tried to protect her and everything, and now Candace has pretty much lost her biggest ally, because nobody is there for her like Benny is. Nobody has trusted her to maybe turn around and do the right thing eventually. But anyway, so Benny's leaving and Gia shows up. And he figures it out. And he's like, oh, okay, so this is who you use to distract me. Just like Erica. Because, back a few seasons ago, that's how she got him to take that car that she bought for Hannah. She had Erica say, well, make up a story about, oh, well, this is my boyfriend's car. He gave it to me. I don't want any more. You take it. So anyway, Benny leaves. He's just angry. And so Candace is angry at Gia for sleeping with Benny. And so Candace slaps her. And I'm like, just hit her back, Gia. Even if you are an informant, just hit her back. I mean, you really have nothing to lose here. So, but that was that with that. Candace and Benny and all of that. So, RK is at Veronica's house, and she asked him some questions about Justin, and he says, well, I was arrested, I think it was for DUI, and it wasn't, I guess it didn't show up on his record. And he tells her that Justin felt him up, and but didn't go any further because RK clearly was not there for it. So, and how Justin brought him back to the cell where Jeffrey was at, trying to make Jeffrey jealous. So Veronica, she wants RK to get Jeffrey to like him, so she can keep tabs on Jeffrey. And she's like, well, he's driving somewhere right now, so Veronica is tracking Jeffrey, which is creepy, but that shouldn't be a surprise coming from Veronica. And RK's like, okay, so what? I'm like, why? He's like, basically, it's like, why should I do this, or why do you want me to do this? And Veronica says, well, if you do it, I can make your whole record go away. So I don't think Veronica's really going to make his record go away. I don't even know if she can, but she does have. But I think RK's going to end up like dead or something, messing with Veronica. So, so Benny and Derek. So of course Benny comes home and he's being, you know, kind of rude again. He's gonna try to push up on her. And you see she got this nice house and yeah, we ain't paid for it. And Derek is like, you know what, just calm down now. Where I come from, when you meet a beautiful woman, you treat her you treat her right. I just want to take her out. And so Benny calms down a bit and they talk, and you know Derek's offering to have somebody find the guy that attacked Hannah, which is not really necessary because Candace took care of him, of course, for her own reasons. And that was pretty much it for that scene. It wasn't, like I said, the whole episode, there wasn't a whole lot going on. So let's get to Broderick and Catherine. So Broderick comes over to Catherine's house, and she doesn't know why he's there, and he tells her, well, there's an investigation about an escort ring at your hotel, and Jim is involved. And he's like, I wanted to save you the embarrassment. And Catherine's like, please. This is like, you know, Jim has been doing this forever, so. And Broderick is flirting and all of that, and we know that he's trying to get Catherine's money. Whether or not she will fall for it, we'll have to wait and see, but I don't know where that's going to go. So, now on to Jim. Now, Jim is at the police station. He's waiting for the lawyer, the attorney that is supposed to help Wyatt out. So he doesn't expect the attorney to be a woman because her name is Austin, and he was thinking it was going to be a man. And of course, Jim is trying to line himself up something, you know, that has nothing to do with the case. He's just trying to line himself up some more fun, if you will. So Austin, she's just like, you know, like she's like, you know, she just sort of breezes right past all of Jim's flirting. She says, you know, I can do this for Wyatt, I can get him out, and she's promising good things for him. And so the papers have been filed, but Wyatt can't get out yet. So, and she told Jim, yeah, that was part of the process. So that was that. So before I get to that, let me get to Wyatt. So Wyatt is still in his jail cell, just writhing, in need of drugs. And this Malone guy, he starts telling Wyatt, well, I kill people, I do all of this, I do all of that. And Wyatt's like, what's your name? And first he doesn't want to tell Wyatt what his name is, and then he says, my name is Salvatore. Wyatt's like, what's your last name? Malone. And Wyatt knows he's in trouble now. He's looking scared. He's still, you know, like writhing and stuff, but he's scared. You know that. So Sal is about to kill Wyatt, and Wyatt's like, guard, guard. And the guard comes up, and Wyatt is saved for now. And we'll talk more about Wyatt later, because he ends up in a mess, in a whole other different mess after this. So we get a scene with David and Jeffrey, and of course David is in a lot of pain, and he mentions that there's a guard outside the door. So they did take Jim's advice and get a guard outside the door because Veronica is crazy and she already tried to finish the job practically. So, and so David is still concerned about Justin, and Jeffrey just keeps finding a way to make excuses for continuing to be around Justin, and he's also making, we already know that Jeffrey likes the negative attention. We already know that. We can tell from it. So David tells him, well, I'm sorry for not being there more. I'm sorry for how Veronica treated you. I'm going to make it up to you. I don't know how he plans on doing that, but maybe Minnie's gonna try to off Veronica. I don't know, but we know that David has probably had has definitely had enough of Veronica by now. It's just like he has no cares left. So back at Hannah's house, this is just a little scene, and so he made Hannah breakfast, and she asked him about Benny, and of course she knew how Benny would react when he found Derek there. When he came home, Derek kind of imitated him. When did you do Mama? And so they bantered a little bit and had breakfast. So there wasn't much going on there. So now, okay, so back to the chat. Wyatt is almost attacked again, but Justin comes to get him, and he says he has drugs, and he says, he basically is like, I gotta take you out of here to give you what you want. But Justin is gonna have something up his sleeve. So let's go to the next scene, which is Veronica and RK again. So RK is just laying down on the couch like somebody who just, like a gigolo. That's the way he comes off, and that's what he's intended to be. And so she wakes him up and wants him to call Jeffrey, who she is tracking. And okay, I got that part out of order. I talked about it before I got to this scene, and it was in this scene. But anyway, so she wants him to make Justin jealous. So I don't know how that's going to play out. That's what I said. RK might end up dead because Justin is crazy, and if Justin thinks that RK is actually, or that Jeffrey is actually interested in RK, then he's going to hurt RK. Justin will do that. We know he has no bounds. So at the end, now the end is with Wyatt. Now Wyatt is up in this interrogation cell, and I had a feeling that this is what Justin was gonna do. And he's telling Wyatt to get down on his knees, and Wyatt's like, no, I'm not gay. And Wyatt's like, and he's trying to, keep from going this low, and I'm like, Wyatt, this is rock bottom. You should want to get into recovery and get yourself together after this, because this is rock bottom. Because eventually Wyatt was going to do it. And but just in time, Jim and the attorney came into the interrogation room, and Jim's face was like, what the hell is this? And he was, Jim doesn't look shocked often, but that was one time that Jim looked truly shocked. And I think Jim would really mess Justin up for doing this to his son, because as selfish as Jim can be, he does care about Wyatt, and we saw what he did to the professor that raped Amanda. We saw what he did to the prisoner that raped Wyatt. You saw what he did, or what he had done. So he's willing to go that extra mile. But anyway, let me not ramble on. In the preview, lying Justin has the nerve to tell Jeffrey he tried to seduce me in the interrogation room, and I'm like, But anyway, that's the review. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot going on in this episode, but anyway, it's always fun to watch the show and do the review and see people's comments and all of that. That's just fun to me. So, as always, like and subscribe and leave a comment below if you have anything to say, and I will see you next time. Bye.